Hey, what's going on everyone? Martavius here, and welcome to another mindset training video. Now, if this is your first time joining me in one of these videos, or your first time joining me period, then welcome. In these quick sessions, I like to just share some insights, some wisdom, some information with you that you can take and that you can actually apply in your own lives so you can see results today. As soon as you apply them, you can actually see some change happen. You can see a transformation and you can experience that not only in your physical life, but also in your mindset, right? The things that we don't normally see all the time. Your thoughts can change, your behaviors, your habits, and as a end result, your results. So welcome. Now, in today's session, I want to just talk about mental roadblocks. How do we get past this mental roadblock that we're experiencing that's stopping us from acting, right? That's having a legitimate mental, emotional blockage, right, on us. How do we actually address this thing and get over it? So some of you know that I run races, or I like to run mountains or trails. And in preparation for one of those races, it's a Spartan race, right? It's a obstacle course race. So you're running a distance and you get to an obstacle, and sometimes those obstacles are huge walls, like 7-8 foot walls, right? That you have to get over. And sometimes when we approach those types of walls in our lives, we can just stop for a second. We can freeze up, especially if we haven't seen that wall before, especially if that wall was never there before, right? It can be difficult to actually look at this challenge that can sometimes seem so huge and so intimidating and actually get past that. And we have challenges not only physically like that, but there can be emotional challenges, right? Or how do we connect with people? We challenge with connecting with people, or what's the right thing to say if I'm trying to network, or if I'm trying to fit in this environment, or if I'm trying to learn this new thing and I have to get with this new group of people. How do I approach them? What do I say? What do I do, right? And it's the doing where the change happens. It's the doing where the transformation happens. So if we can get into a mental place to where we can approach challenges and we can have a solution to getting over those humps that we may experience, then man, we become a dangerous thing. So what I want to do in this training for you is just to give you some insights to where you can move past those challenges, right? So where you can move past those mental blocks that you may be facing at the time. So stick around. All right, so the first tool that I want to share with you is looking at your goals, right? And going deeper than just your goals, because goals are great. They give us a great target. They give us a great endpoint and something to work towards. But our values, right? Being able to identify what our values are so much more valuable, right? Because that's more of an identity. This is why affirmations are so important, because we're affirming ourselves, or if we're around other people who also affirm us, who let us know that you're on the right path, you're doing the right thing, you're going the right way, right? We need that at times. We need those check-in points so we can build this self-efficacy and we can have this better understanding of what we need to do, how we need to approach things, and what direction and speed we need to go in to actually get there at the desired time that we want to get there. So having this value system and being able to understand what our values are critical to getting over these mental roadblocks. Again, going back to that 8-foot wall example, right? If I'm running a race and I'm getting to the wall, it's on the approach, right? If you approach this thing as if this is a goal that I must conquer, then that's one way of doing it. That can rev you up in the time to get over that wall. But after the next wall and the next wall and the next wall, is the goal still to get over the wall, right? Is the goal still as strong as when you got over that first wall? So having this sense of value and purpose, being able to identify who you are, right, in that moment, that'll help to decide what your next actions are, right? So this way, you're not always just setting a goal and just making a checklist, but you're also identifying what are the key behaviors, what are the key characteristics that I'm actually exemplifying and that I'm living out by doing this thing, right? Because once we identify with our values, our purpose just starts to come, right? The goals start to just come. They start to happen because we become that type of person who can do these things. The second point I want to share with you is just actually taking those small, simple steps. So again, when you're approaching this wall, when you're approaching this 8-foot wall that you have no idea how to get over, what's the first thing you can do, right? What is the very first, simplest, smallest teeniest, tiniest thing that you can do right now to actually help you to get over that wall. Maybe you start to pick up speed. Maybe you ask for help from someone else who can boost you up over the wall. What are some of the things you're gonna do to prime yourself to get ready, so when that wall does come, you're ready to act, right? You know what to do because you've practiced it so many times in your mind. And even if you do face that roadblock and it's something you didn't prepare for, you still have this sense of values. Again, going back to that, what do I value? Who am I becoming? Who am I like creating something for, right? What are the things that I'm doing, putting in this world that is going to leave it better than when I showed up, right? Just always identifying with those things so that way we can start to make those small, teeny, tiny steps, because a person who is fit, they can get over this wall. A person who is emotional stable, they can get over this wall. A person who is disciplined, they can get over this wall, right? So if we become those things, if we identify with those values, then we can get over the wall every single time. And the third and final thing that I want to share with you is actually going with a group. So going with a group of people who are headed in the same direction as you, right? You want to travel with people who they are going the same way, but also travel with people who have already been there, right? If they've been there, they can give you this guidance. They can give you this understanding of, again, just turn left, turn right, speed up, slow down. They can really guide you because they've walked the walk, they've talked the talk, they've been there, done that. Just imagine me, someone who's never been a parent, right, telling a person how to raise a child, right? It's like, no, I'm not qualified, right? But if I was talking to a parent, right, and I was like in the car with them, metaphorically speaking, and I can ask them questions. I can see their behaviors. I can see that, everybody has a different approach. Everybody's figuring it out on their own. So that way, when I actually do step into that role, I'm better prepared, right? I'm better able and equipped to actually do those things because I've been around it. I've seen it. I've traveled with people who've been there or people who are going in that direction. So using these three things, those will help you to actually get over that wall, right? Get over that mental block, get over that emotional block, that communication block that you may be experiencing as well. But just asking yourself that question of values, right? Sticking with your values, living in your purpose, taking the small, easy, simple steps to actually get there, and using a group of people, using other bodies, right, to help you, other minds to help you to actually shape and form your actions to where you can get to your goals a lot faster and a lot further than if you just did it by yourself. I hope this video was helpful for you. I hope that you found some type of value out of this, that you can actually apply something from this session that you can use today, this week in your life to better your communication, to better your internal dialogue, right, to better your output, to be more prolific, to be more productive, to be more focused, more clear, and energetic as a result of doing all those things. So if you found this video very valuable, very helpful for you in your goals attainment, in your mindset mastery attainment, then I invite you to join me in the 14-day mindset challenge. This is a challenge that begins on Monday, the 14th, and it will run until the 27th of this month. We're in September, just in case you forgot where we're at right now. But again, from the 14th through the 27th of September, we're going to be having the 14-day mindset challenge. This will equip you with the tools that you need to, again, find that clarity, have that motivation, and give you some research, give you some tools, give you some motivation through emails and through accountability, right? To help you actually push that needle forward so you can get to your goals a lot faster and a lot further. But more than your goals, living in your values on purpose, right? And doing that faster, doing it with a group, having that backing, having that accountability system to where you can actually see how to get past these roadblocks. You can identify them and then you can just go ahead and attack. So I hope to see you on the challenge, and thanks for joining me in this video, and I will see you later. Thanks for watching.